Imagine being just 12 years old and having dreams that feel so vivid and real, they're impossible to forget. For me, these dreams were always apocalyptic, filled with this sense of finality that still lingers in my mind. When I was young, I couldn't understand why these visions kept coming. They were filled with tsunamis, wars, and rogue planets colliding with Earth. And each dream felt like a separate catastrophe, like a different end of the world scenario. But in 2018, I had a revelation. These weren't separate events. They were all parts of one massive apocalyptic vision. The final day, the great and terrible day of the Lord. Now, I'd like to share with you a compilation of these dreams. So the first dream was particularly striking. Jesus stood beside a massive billboard with the word repent written in bold red letters, and the backdrop was a large city ravaged by multiple tornadoes, looking post-apocalyptic. Amidst the chaos, I saw a Chinese army invading our neighborhood, descending from helicopters on ropes, and I remember hiding in the bushes in my front yard, terrified that they would find me. The fear and the shock that I felt as a young child, they're still palpable today. The dreams were more than just nightmares. They were profound experiences that have stayed with me, shaping my understanding of what might come. In the next dream, I'm on a beautiful beach in the Florida Keys. The sun is shining and families are enjoying a perfect day. Suddenly the sky darkens and I see a giant tsunami heading straight towards us. Riding the crest of the wave is Jesus and his horsemen. The wave is hundreds of feet tall, and Jesus with a fiery sword looks furious. His angels are armed with flaming bows and arrows. They follow him. People are fleeing in terror as Jesus directs his angels to shoot the fiery arrows. In another dream, I found myself up north on the East Coast, perhaps in upstate New York or Connecticut. Even though I was far from the ocean in the middle of the suburbs, I heard a loud noise that made me look up, and then there it was again, a massive tsunami, hundreds of feet tall, bearing down on us. In another vision, New York was in chaos. Buildings crumbled, fires raged, and people were abandoning their babies. I ran around trying to save them, but then I saw the colossal 300-foot tsunami approaching once more. So then I had a dream about my local area, 2 hours inland from the ocean in South Carolina. People had stopped their cars on the road and everyone was out pointing at the sky. So I joined them and saw the enormous wave again, impossibly tall, heading towards us. In another vision, Jesus took me up to outer space in a spaceship. He pointed to the sky and I saw a flaming meteor, knowing that it was aimed at Earth. Back in my town, cars were stopped on the roads and the drones flew around, shooting lasers at people. And then the ground shook violently with a strong earthquake. When I looked up, a gigantic planet filled the whole skyline, burning like a meteor. The loud noise signaled the approaching tsunami. I raised my arms, praying to Jesus to forgive my sins and my children's sins, begging him not to forget us. The dreams and the visions continue. Now as an adult, I realize that they're all part of one great event. I've been shown glimpses of the future along the East Coast. Gaining wisdom to understand it, I believe Jesus has revealed that a meteor or a planet is heading towards Earth, causing a catastrophic tsunami. And this will happen amid a great war, with everything unfolding at once. The time to repent and to seek Jesus is now. He is pouring out his Spirit, and we can all feel the urgency of our time. Don't wait.
John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.